Once again, good morning, students. A Pact with Sun, Chapter 9, What Happened to Reptiles. So, this is an imaginary story which is called fiction. Although it is an imaginary story, but we'll get to learn a lot of from this story. So, here the author says, you may not believe this story, but I can tell you it is true. Although he's saying it is true, but I'm telling you it's a fiction. It's an imaginary story. Because I have been to Pambupatti. So he's talking about Pambupatti, a village on the edges of the jungle, which is near the jungle. It is on a cliff. Cliff is a vertical mountain, and the vast forest stretches below like a mossy green carpet. So the village is on top of the cliff, and below is large forest. And he is comparing the forest to a green carpet because it is green in color. There are many kinds of people in the village. So he's talking about Pambupatti, and when you know people of different kind of people live together. Some are dark, some are fair, some are tall, some are short. They speak many languages. People speak many languages. Some eat meat, some don't. Some are vegetarian, some are non-vegetarian. Now he's talking about religion. Some pray in a small temple, that is Hindus, at the edge of the forest. Others pray in a mosque. Mosque is a place where people who follow Islam. Some miles away. So he's describing the Pambupatti village, and he's talking about the kind of people who stay there. Now he's introducing himself. My name is Prem, and I live many hundred miles away from Pambupatti. So he's saying, I do not live in Pambupatti, but a village which is miles away from Pambupatti. I had heard about the village, but I had never been there. Then last year, something terrible happened. Something very bad happened. What happened? The people of my village went mad, crazy. Why? Far, far away in place they had never even been to, a temple or mosque had been burned down. So this is violence. And they went mad. So now he's talking that people had started of different faith. They were burning temples and some were burning mosques. This is called communal violence. When people of different religion, they start fighting, they start violence, that is called communal violence. They started fighting with one another. Some had to run away in the middle of the night. And at 3 in the morning, as I lay in my house, half awake. Why is half awake? Because outside there is so much violence. People are fighting to the sounds of hate and violence. There was fire. Fire because people were burning houses. They were burning temples. They were burning mosques. Many houses were burnt down in the fire. One of them was mine. So he's talking that his village had gone mad. People had gone mad in his village. They were fighting with each other, burning houses, mosque, temple. I managed to grab. Grab is to pick up something quickly, seize, snatch, a few clothes, some coins, my little Ganesh statue. So this is all he could collect from his house. And I ran for a day and a night. And for 1 day and 1 night he continuously ran, running away from his village. Because in his village there is so much violence. I jumped onto a train, then on a bus. So after walking for a day and a night, he boarded a train. See, you never climb a train or a bus. You always say you board. B-O-A-R-D. So he boarded a train, a bus, without tickets. Never mind. Why tickets? Because everyone seemed to be running from the violence. Finally, I found myself in Pambupatti. So the village he was talking about in the beginning. So finally he reaches the village Pambupatti. And I saw some villagers gathered near a well. Well is water, where you draw water from. Water well, kuan, pani ka kuan. I ran to them, and before I could say a thing, I fainted. So he's so tired that before he could say anything to the people gathered around the well, that he fainted. When I opened my eyes, I saw an old man with white hair. When people get old, their hair also gets white beard and shining black eyes bending over me. For the next few days, he looked after me. So the old man had taken care of him, putting food in my mouth and bringing me sweet, cool water from the stream. Stream is a small river. So this old man took care of Prem. That is the name of the person who is narrating this story. He rubbed my feet gently because his feet were paining, tired, and made the pain go away. Neighbors, strangers, everyone came to visit me. So he's talking about now Pambupati, where he's reached after running away from his village. Tell me, grandfather, I said to him one day, I have never seen people like the villagers here. He's saying, your village is so nice. People come and see me. There is no fighting. In my village, people fight with those who pray to another god, which I told you in the beginning, that is communal violence, when people from one religious group fight with the other. But here, this seems a very strange place. Your village is so strange, grandfather. Prem, replied the old man, I'll tell you the story of Pambupati. I'll tell you a story of Pambupati. You can take this story back to your village. If once you hear this story from me, you can go back to your village and tell the people of your village the same story. Maybe it will heal. Heal means to get better. Some of its wounds. Wounds is injury, because there has been a lot of violence in his village. And dry some of its sores. Sores is pain. So what the old man is suggesting is, I'll tell you a story. And the same story, you go back to your village and tell your people. Maybe it will heal their wounds and lessen their pain. Sores is pain. Lessen is Lessen. Reduce. Oh, grandfather, I said anxiously, eagerly, worriedly, nervously. Anxiously, this is what anxiously means. Don't say that, grandfather. What I have seen in my village makes me burn with shame. It makes me shameful. Sharam aati hai mujhe. Because I never want to go back there. Because there people fight. Here your people are living so peacefully. And in my village there is so much violence. So I never want to go back there. But that's exactly why you must go back. The old man says, but that is why you must go back there. You should tell them the story of Pambupati. It will help them in a soft voice. So I kept quiet. I means Prem, the person who is narrating the story. I kept quiet. I didn't want to argue with him and I wanted to hear his story. So that is, we have just talked about Pambupati, the village where Prem lives, the violence which has taken place, why he has run away from his village, and how he reaches Pambupati, and how the people of Pambupati take care of him. And then the old man says, I'll tell you a story. So in my next video, we'll start the story, what the old man, that is the grandfather, wants to narrate. Thank you all of you and have a nice day.